I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You here for hot tea? All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. The time has come to now break down the previous episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville that aired last Saturday. Say what you want about Stormy, but I can appreciate her for being honest about what was being said. And shout out to Nell for standing 10 toes down in her understanding and her belief of what took place within this situation with Mel and her baby mama. Something that I noticed Libido refuses to do as a woman. One thing that I've noticed each and every time, she is making it her duty to misinterpret the words that are being said and misconstrue the story. Libido is an agent of chaos, and today I created this video to debunk her and Mel's baby mama. I've always told you guys, Kimmie's stance on a lot of these conversations are very clearly disingenuous in telling of her stance in womanhood. Each and every time she's had the position to place herself in light of women in a position to be able to speak on certain situations from a different understanding, she never chooses to align herself with women. And this is not to say because women are always right, because we know that's not the case. But it's always interesting to see whether you're right or wrong. She's always positioning herself in alliance with a male's understanding. Because in my opinion, Kimmie is not only a side chick, but she is male identified. In my opinion, Kimmie believes a lot of her value comes from her validation from men. Which is why I wasn't shocked Libido chose to double down in what Walkie Talkie had said. And in my opinion, basically co-sign him by saying, but does it make it right, when he was trying to say that Mel cheated on him first and Stormy was arguing that she didn't. Walkie Talkie started the cheating, and anything that happened after that was fair game. I thought it was interesting to see how Kimmie intentionally placed herself in that position as a woman, knowing Walkie Talkie cheated on Mel for as many years as he did and had a baby on her and tried to take her to court for full custody of her kids and tried to plot to release revenge P on her. I just find it interesting. Every position she takes, it's opposing Mel, even though what is being said clearly doesn't make any sense. It's clear to us and everyone else that Mel has been consistent with her story, that when she knew that she was getting a divorce from Walkie Talkie, she got her apartment, she started to date, because obviously she's trying to get her mind off of what's going on and figure out how she's going to navigate in life. A real woman would understand that approach, in my opinion, which is why I also feel like Libido is jealous of Mel and what Mel has. Libido feel like Mel should be grateful, and Libido feels like Mel should have stayed in that tumultuous marriage. I also believe Libido blames Mel for a lot of the things that took place within their marriage, because we know Libido feels like sex is a huge part of their marriage. And as a woman, I don't understand why Libido is acting like scorned men don't run around lying. What Mel's baby mama is doing is the oldest play in the playbook. They cheat, the woman leave, and the man goes running around to everybody in the neighborhood, in the family, and in the community trying to tarnish her name so he don't look like the piece of shit that he is for ruining his marriage. That is literally the oldest play in the book. But we know Maurice wouldn't care if Kimmie leaves or not. He's going to go on about his merry way. I don't know. I'm not disappointed in Libido because I don't expect anything from her. She's shown every time and chance after chance that she is not in alignment with women, and she does not have our better judgment as far as being the voice of reason for women in this cast or the matriarch. So I can appreciate Nell. I don't necessarily like everything that she does, but she's going to be real and call a spade and not just co-sign something because she don't like you. And that is morally incompetent of people to continue to align themselves with people that they know are doing wrong just because they don't like the other person or they want to humble the other person. And at the end of the day, you guys, whether this sound harsh or not, this is why Kimmie is dealing with or going through the type of stuff she's going through within her marriage now, because she is a nasty woman and she allows men to do any and everything to her while villainizing the women that stand up for themselves. Because like I always tell you, it forces you to look at yourself in the mirror, and a lot of people don't like to do that, so they don't like standing next to strong women like myself or Mel. It flashes a light on just how weak-minded they actually are. As far as walkie-talkie goes, I have nothing to say about him because he's always going to lie. He's going to continue to lie. We know the truth. We know Mel didn't cheat on him, but I'm just glad he finally got this ridiculous statement out so we can all clearly see how delusional he actually is. We've seen this story literally unfold right before our very eyes, and he mentioned nothing of this woman cheating until Mel done went on about her merry way. And I've already told you guys, I think that he's so gun-ho on this because Destiny told him this, and then he asked Mel, and then Mel revealed the truth. Other than that, he wouldn't have even known about this had somebody not told him. And you can tell, because if that was the case, he would have been bringing it up way before the divorce. He hasn't started talking about this until after they got a divorce. With that being said, y'all get in the comments. Let me know what you think about this debunker, and let me know what you guys think about Mel hopping into my live yesterday. I thought that was so cool. You guys really love that live. I really appreciate everybody that's been supporting me. And a lot of you guys have been asking. I do plan on going to the live show. I have every intention on getting you guys some behind the scenes content. I also know a lot of you guys want to be a part of it, so we will talk more about it. I'm also going to try to give away 2 tickets, so you guys get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this debunker of Mel's baby mama in libido. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, so you guys are up to date each and every time that I upload.
Mel has never asked me to pick sides. You have.
If she can finish, please. If she's up here digging a grave for me and y'all support her, y'all gonna take the pick sides. If you gonna be coming to my house, wanna be my friend, she's gonna behind y'all's back, my back, that.
I've been sexual since high school. Why we gonna be sexual now that you married and
Who cares?
Like-
You like cheating?
hold on, what?
You like cheating?
Shut
so
up,
who
no.
cares? Yeah. Oh well, mind y'all business. I ain't slept with you, don't want to sleep with you, and they can't check for me for whoever I sleep with. Period.
Hold on, you said you don't want to sleep with me.
I don't.
What the it's over, man.
Everybody don't want to sleep with you. You
Damn.
making babies and causing confusion. You need counseling. I don't want you.
It's not about me. It's not about her. It's about the kids. I mean, they're authors. They put their hard work into this book. They did.
They've been practicing, they've been
Yeah,
reading.
They read every day. They read every day. They read Plane Ride to Canada every day. I don't know how Melody is going to feel later on down the line when she know that this is going to hurt the kids. I don't know where Melody's heart is when it comes to certain things like this.
How you feeling?
No, I mean, honestly,
That's how
I'm hurting, you know what I'm saying? Because it's my thing that most of the things that I do, it is for the kids, you know what I'm saying? It's for my children. And this was major. That's something I started 3 years ago when we did take that flight to Canada. And I told them that's something I want to do with them. And so I put it off then, and now, they've gotten a little older and they were able to contribute now. So with them being able to contribute, it means that much more to me and to them. So, I'm hurt right now.
Being vulnerable. And to be able to be vulnerable, that's a big thing,
Yeah.
And I think even in the vulnerability, when people come in, they may be
putting together this book signing or whatever on the time that I have them, his event. But I went to the school last week when he had them because I knew Malia had a play. I go into the school thinking my daughter's going to be there at the play, and you didn't even take her to her play. My mom's brother, when he passed, Martell had the kids that week. So I went home by myself without the kids. I'm respecting his time. Respect has been one of the things that hasn't been present in this relationship for quite some time. There will be respect or there will be neglect. Hard lesson to learn, but we got a lot more years with these kids.
Let me know when you get on the road.
Okay.
Be careful.
All right, well, we're packed up, so we about to load up and get out.
Okay.
Okay. All right, bye-bye. Hey, guys, bring me your toothbrushes and stuff so we can finalize and get up out of here. Come on. Come on, Pumpkins, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Jonathan, he's down. No.
Martell has never asked us to pick side. He has said, right is right, wrong is wrong.
Look at certain things. I believe that.
That's it. I won't
So
be
you saying I shouldn't attend?
No, you shouldn't.
Why?
I feel that the Fletcher should not attend the name change ceremony because they should know that it's almost like Melody being spiteful.
Shut up.
She said she just told you she cheated. We were still married when she went to the apartment. We were still married when she went to the apartment. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. We did not.
Talk to Minnie. No, you talk to Minnie. Keep on pooting and screaming. I'm the one who came and stirred up the problems. Like, y'all know, y'all nuts. And don't tell me not to speak on kids. I'm gonna speak on children. I'm gonna speak on adults. I'm gonna speak on real life. Like, don't tell me not to say nothing about nothing. Like, y'all are nuts.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Yes. How are your kids?
They're doing good. Today was Lonnie's first day of school, so all the kids were very excited about that.
Oh, that's sweet.
But I don't think she was really.
Speaking of that, I saw your picture that you posted.
Melanie and I on our first day.
You mentioned you got one more to go at the bottom in that post.
It's not a surprise, is it?
Not a surprise, but
I'm moving forward.
It's a fresh wound.
Well, considering any post that I post on Instagram, you know, that's my business, and we can talk about everybody else's business. Let's stop talking about Martell Holt's business all the time, because everybody got something going on. No kids are exempt from daddy.
No, nobody's saying exempt, but just, you know, baby steps. Like this just happened yesterday, and that's a lot.
It didn't happen yesterday. You know, it's been long enough for us to go through a divorce. Melody has moved forward with her life. So Martell now, I'm gonna claim all my children.
I didn't say don't claim your children.
I can talk about all my children however I see
said you
fit.
couldn't.
Because guess what? I'm daddy. I'm daddy. Period, one blank. So nothing else.
The lack of empathy is jarring.
Listen, I can start talking about my child anytime. It's what's done is done. I'm gonna live my life. That's it. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. Nothing.
What you got in your little box?
So you know I'm looking. Oh, we still married.
I'm not going to counsel too.
We're not good. Period.
We're not good.
We're not good because, you know, all the things that have taken place, me finding out certain things a year ago.
Why is that still playing a part in us right now? I'm about to go under, and you're talking about something that took place over a year ago.
But then still after the fact, one thing after the other. That's why we're not
That's typical relationship things right there.
Typical?
Yes, going through things. I'm not talking about what happened over a year ago. I'm talking about the other stuff that you're talking about after that.
Martell, it's not typical. You always have a comeback.
We can come back if you come back. The comeback group.
And see, everything's a joke to you. So what I need you to understand is you're gonna be downstairs. I'm gonna be upstairs. Downstairs because it's more convenient for you. And then whenever you're 3 weeks and you're able to get around a little bit more, then we're gonna have to figure out other arrangements.
Okay, we can talk about it right now. What other arrangements? What's the line? What you mean?
I think we need some time apart, obviously.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I just said exactly what I mean. Is I feel devalued, I feel disrespected, I feel unappreciated, and I don't feel like,
Babe, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk no more. Just have a seat. I'm serious.
You don't want to talk anymore?
No, I don't. We're not friends anymore. Hey, Doc, how are you, sir? You know I don't have a problem with your brother or Troy.
I don't know that because you're saying something.
Dang, just I've been around them for 13 years. Like, we go there. I want to go see them just as much as you. I didn't want the kids around your brother all the time. That's all.
And you think you're better with the choices and things that they're around saying you make and do and treat their mother?
The kids didn't see me do all of that.
They've seen you on FaceTime.
Well, they heard you on the phone talking to your dude.
No, they never have. Because I have a dude.
Liar.
I'm not a
The girls
liar.
told me that.
The girls did not tell you that. The girls didn't tell you that. You never said that to me until now, and I don't believe that.
Got heated, like always. Every time we get together, it's always something. So it's like, what are we gonna do? I know we go in the opposite directions, but still we have to find some type of median for the kids, you know? They've already been affected by us not being together. And it's only making things worse. I think for all of us, you know? I love the hell out of you, know what I'm saying? I do. I wish this never happened. I miss us. I wish this was all a dream. I wish I was gonna wake up and...
You didn't tell me that.
Not all of it, Mel. I mean, I know you hurt, and I'm hurt going through things. Like me doing all that stupid stuff, it's like I never wanted this to be us.
What did you think it would be?
Because we had everything that we wanted. Everything was right. Everything was right.
Well.
Of course I should not have. I know. You're right, I should not have. But in the midst of it, like people say, no matter what, you shouldn't cheat.
Don't do it.
She still cheated.
It's hard for me to say because according to the kids, it's always dad did this, dad did that.
How can my children gather that? Because Melody implanted that into
That's not true. Don't dare do that. I defend you more than I do
Mariah
anything
has
else.
told me, Daddy, Mommy told me you have a girlfriend. Daddy, Mommy told me that you were out with this girl. I'm like why is Mommy telling you this?
Do your kids know about the other woman and your other son?
Melody's told them both things, the child
So if
and the
that's
other
accurate,
woman.
so let me say this. If that is accurate, I'm about to. If I told my children that you had a child, whenever we pulled up to West End Grill a few weeks ago, while you were there with your baby mama and your child, and my kids was crying, and I had to calm them down.
Why did you drive over there?
I can paint the whole picture for you. No, you're pathetic because
no.
here's the thing: I don't have to protect your life. The next thing I knew, my daughter Mariah had her window down, and her body was out saying, "Get away from my dad! Get away from my father!" So by the time I look up, I see it's him, his child, and his baby mother.
When Mariah saw you, your son, and your child's mother together.
It was from a distance, yeah.
So your daughter seeing her father, a woman, a child, just put two and two together.
No, she still don't know.
She still doesn't know.
Because I'm not about to do that. That ain't my place to tell.
But why haven't you told the kids yet that they have a brother?
I guess it just takes time.
Hey, Mom?
You saw me in the elevator?
She ain't lying. I mean, she
So she
probably
was with
have.
you and saw me in the elevator with a girl?
Don't say it, Mom. Okay. This is our secret. I got you. All right, well, y'all want to go run and play for a little bit? Yeah. All right, y'all can go play.
I just feel that, kids shouldn't be exposed to certain things when it comes to adults. You should try your best not to paint their father in a negative light, It's almost protect me when it comes to our kids, you know what I'm saying? Because protecting me is going to protect them.
I think it's great to allow them to communicate.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. We just got to be aware of what we share with them and what we allow them to hear.
You did.
I can't win. A man cannot win. I got you.
Nothing else matters.
It does matter.
So once one spouse cheats, everything after
That
that
could have been done.
Hold on, listen to this.
Question. Once one spouse cheats, everything after that is fair game.
Yeah.
We don't do open marriages. It is not on deck.
We changing out clippers and clips and stuff.
That's how I got to meet Maurice, because I kind of stalked him on Facebook for a little while. Hey. And Patricia, my girlfriend, she was like, he's a barber. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, he cuts hair. And I was like, word. So I went on Facebook and I was like, I hear you cut hair. And he was like, I do. I said, well, I have a son that needs a haircut.
As a single mother of a young gentleman, I actually took that opportunity as a chance to get to know Maurice. And so he came over to cut Jalen's hair. So that was one of our very first introductions.
She said that was the first time I met her. Actually, that was the second time I met you. That was shady.
So wait.
Okay,
wait.
No, you have got to hear this because this is almost crazy.
Okay.
The first time I met Kiowa, I had no idea who she was, nor any of these Scots. She sold adult toys and I bought them. And how some kind of relationship came from that, where she feels like now I'm shady because your next encounter, I met your husband, I have no idea. But that's what she's making this correlation to.
Brother was married to her sister-in-law at that time, which is Kimmie's friend.
Of 13 years.
Right. They lived in Huntsville. We lived in Michigan. We went down to visit. She was actually selling the toys. Kimmie showed up and bought toys, but I didn't know who Kimmie was.
No,
Or do
nobody did.
You feel like his
Like her making implications like I interfered in their marriage and that kind of thing. That makes
Well, do you feel like you interfered in their marriage?
Of course not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Because you and I never really had that conversation. Like, we've never talked about that. I've heard it implied, but I've never just asked you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So whenever you and Maurice met, they were already divorced?
They weren't divorced. They were in the process. They had both signed the paperwork and they were waiting for the paperwork.
So why did she even think that you interfered in the marriage?
Even though they had signed papers, she was talking about reconciliation.
And even when I met Maurice, as a matter of fact, there was a moment when I felt like I didn't want to date Maurice. And it's funny because you were asking about dating situations, something he was used to. Part of what we both weren't used to when we dated was chasing someone, because we were used to being chased. Absolutely. And so that was a road speed bump for us, a big one. And
Trolled him a little bit on Facebook and got to know him. He was so handsome and delicious that I just like to look at him. So I asked him to come and cut my son's hair because they told me he cut hair. So then he came over in the little red Corvette. And from there, we just kind of were banter, you know, how you doing, that kind of thing. It probably took a while before he asked me to go.
If it feel like it's done. If it feel like it's done, yeah. What I heard her say was she moved out because she thought it was gonna be done.
No, we never talked.
No, I didn't say.
I'm saying you're the one said 50-50. So I said, well, okay, whatever you aiming at.
I don't want to do 50-50. I said your attorney had mentioned 50-50 and mine had mentioned in the agreements we were trying to do.
Okay.
So I said, so now it's no more 50-50. We're dissolving.
Man, the 5 attorneys already trying to get the papers.
What?
Are you kidding me? You thought I just moved out for fun?
When I first found out about Martell cheating in March of 2017,
This right here, this is it.
He may not want to get divorced, but if one person feels like that they're incompatible, then that's really all it takes.
I moved out, started talking to attorneys about what, divorce would look like, what my steps were.
Now here we are, fully going full throttle.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real. So
I went out on a few dates, right? But I thought my marriage was over. I know for a fact that he gets excited when it seems like things aren't going well for me. And I think that's because that makes him feel like if she doesn't do well, she'll come back. If she can't provide for herself, she'll come back. So Melody is not coming back.
So when the pandemic happened and you saw your husband leave the house, you figured out that he was seeing this other woman.
Leaving the house for hours at a time, like you said, everything shut down. Our companies and clients that we've been doing work for shut down. We've always been very particular when we have kids to make sure that we keep them safe. So we always, like when I had all our kids, I'd stay in the house for 6-8 weeks. And so for him to leave for hours at a time, that it didn't make sense to me. But not only that, there were certain things Martell started saying that wasn't adding up, such as, like, I was going to learn to accept him cheating. And, I need to talk to the older women. And I said, well, Martell, maybe you need to talk to the older men. And he was like, I'll never forget this conversation. That's why I can repeat it word for word. He was like, I have. I said, well, what did they say? He was like, honestly, they said, don't mess with nobody that ain't got nothing to lose. Make her sign a contract. And hearing him say this when I'm a new mom, I was like, he hasn't changed at all or grown up. He's figuring out how to do it better. He's figuring out how to be deceptive better. And that's when I made the decision to leave. I hadn't at that time heard anything about a baby or anybody being pregnant. It had nothing to do with that.
So you didn't leave because of the baby. You left because you saw that he wanted to be a smarter cheater and wanted you to accept it.
And it had been 3 years. March of 2017, I found out that Martell had been seeing someone. A couple of months before that, we were at our home in our kitchen and his phone rung. We were in the kitchen. He had walked over to the sink or something. I was at the table and it kept ringing, block call, back to back to back. And I was like, what is going on? So I just answered hello. And they hung up. And I was like, Then they called back. So I was like, hello? And then his child's mother said, I didn't call your phone. Put Martell on the phone. Mind you, at this point, I didn't have any inclination that there was infidelity going on in my marriage. I honestly didn't. And so I was like, what in the hell? What is going on? Who you talking to? And so then I'm like, Martell, come get the phone. He wouldn't come get the phone for anything in the world. She called back and kept calling back. That was the first line of disrespect.
Martell, let me ask you this. At one point, you accused Marceau and Melody of messing around because she was talking to him a lot.
No.
You didn't call Marceau.
I'll tell you exactly what it was, and he apologized for this. So
No, he never apologized for anything.
Say it one more time.
I never apologized. You apologized to me.
Dude, stop.
When you two were going through this infidelity, did you stay with Martell all those years because you did not want this other woman to win?
No, I'm not in no competition with anybody. But when I found out in 2017, I wasn't just gonna run away from my marriage because I understand that he's a person with imperfections. The reason I stayed was because I was giving him the opportunities to get it together because he's very good at making you think that things are together. The reason I have a hard time, even now to this day, being anything with Martell, because Martell, I would say we're not friends, we ain't associates, we are nothing but the father and the mother of 4 beautiful babies.
The thing is, you saw the packages and you saw the love that you two had. I did see hope in the relationship. I did see hope that you two would work things out. Unfortunately, again, a woman got pregnant while you were married, right? Did you think Melody would ever leave you?
No, I really didn't think that we were in. It's not even that about me cheating. It's not about the baby, anything like that. I mean, but through this whole ordeal, we would go to church, I would go to the front, the pastor be prayed for. I tried to really just, get it out my system. You know what I'm saying? Because it was real. Because I saw it was hurting my family. It was hurting, Melody so much, and I knew that wasn't a part of me.
Is it the fact that you couldn't stop cheating, or is it the fact that you could not stop cheating with this other woman?
It was with her. Like if it was anybody else, if I had to have cheated, it would have been just sex, and that would have been it. But it was just the connection that we had that kind of
was it a sexual connection or a personal connection?
It was a personal connection, and then things transpired.
A lot of people think you're addicted to sex, and I don't think you're a sex addict.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I'm going to be real, and listen, I'm just being honest. When I learned that you left the house during the pandemic to continue to see her, that to me displayed that there is something drawing you back to this woman.
Yeah.
So when people call her coleslaw side chick, I think she's a whole damn restaurant.
Yeah.
I think you visit her during opening hours, after hours. She's the dessert. She's the entree. I think she's everything to you. And I think you tried to diminish her by calling her a peasant because you did not want to accept the reality that you love this woman. So my question seriously is, if you would have met her before Melody, do you think you and this woman would be married?
She left me for that. I mean, she left me because I was complaining I wasn't receiving that.
That's not why.
But no. I'm talking about
You're
this.
saying she left you because
I wasn't receiving certain things at home, but it was much more than receiving fellatio.
Inaccurate.
But that was one of the main things she was doing to other people.
Let's be clear, you have no idea what was going on. That's what I'm about to say. You have no idea what it was.
Because she admitted to me. She told me that. She admitted to me.
She admitted that she cheated on you.
Yeah, I got recorded it all.
I don't care. I'll let you finish. I'm gonna tell the truth of the conversation.
Oh, okay. And the thing is, she's like, I don't. I'm like, but you left me and did that with that guy.
Actually, no, I didn't with him. But go ahead.
But did you cheat on Martell? When you and Martell were married, legally married, did you sleep with another man?
Whenever we were legally, once I left.
No, he said legally
married. When I left.
Let me ask you this: before Melanie was born.
Yes, before Melanie was born.
Did you sleep with another man?
No, I did not. I did not.
Were you sexually? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, ask her.
Okay, you can ask.
Go ahead.
I'll be real specific. What did you perform fellatio on a man?
So I'm gonna be real specific. Somebody performed it on me, and I told you about
it. You told me that you did it. I got the recording.
Why don't you pull the recording up? So let me be specific. The person he's referring to. Okay, go ahead.
Did you or did you not?
I just said
fellatio on a guy while we were married.
I just
when
told
you
you
moved to the apartment. Stop. When you moved to the apartment.
I just answered that question. I said someone performed that on me.
Did you perform?
Honestly, I don't remember, and I don't think I did, but I know he did.
Y'all better keep that on camera.
Yeah, absolutely, please do.
What year did Melody start allegedly cheating on you?
What year did you move into the apartment, man?
Not a problem. You want the timeline?
Yes.
Okay, so I moved out in December of 2017.
Okay.
I met someone maybe around January-ish. We talked for like 4 weeks. It was nothing deep. It was nothing.
Were y'all sexually active?
As I just shared with Martell, he performed oral sex on me once.
While you were married?
I was married,
You
yeah.
were married.
I was married, but I never...
You never even mentioned that to me.
Martell, I'm being transparent, and I've already answered the question.
But
so what I said was, I don't remember doing that to him at all, and I don't think but I know he did do that to me. Now, back to the thing, the question. So when I moved out in December...
So we lying, Carlos.
I'm not lying. You have been, but I'm not lying. So what happened was, when I moved out in December, I never planned on being back with Martell. I've caught him at this point in October. After March, finding out, we're trying to reconcile. I'm thinking our marriage is that good.
Before the show?
All before the show.
This is all before
2017.
The show. So this all happened before the show. Because I love when people say Carlos King made this infidelity as a storyline. So in 2017, you got fed up with Martell cheating on you. You admitted to moving out into an apartment, and you were seeing a guy while you were separated, and the guy performed oral sex on you. I got to be honest with you. You saying you don't remember performing fellatio
I do not.
is kind of odd, because I think you would remember putting your mouth on something.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. As I remember, I didn't. But since he's saying he got so I'm going to say I don't remember. But for me, no.
No.
For me.
Yeah. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I'm